And on this Monday, June 9th, 2025 edition of Newsmakers, Southern Baptist meeting this week in Dallas will be asked to approve resolutions calling for a legal ban on pornography and reversing the U.S. Supreme Court's approval of same-sex marriage. The proposed resolutions call for laws on gender, marriage, and family based on biblical teaching. They also call for legislators to curtail sports betting and to support policies that promote childbearing. Delegates of the Southern Baptist Convention, the nation's largest Protestant denomination, also are expected to debate controversies within the organization during their annual meeting tomorrow and Wednesday. Pope Leo XIV has criticized the surge of national political movements in the world as he prayed for reconciliation and dialogue. The Pope celebrated Sunday Mass in St. Peter's Square in front of tens of thousands of faithful. Leo asked the Holy Spirit to, quote, break down barriers and tear down the walls of indifference and hatred. He also criticized what he said was an exclusionary mindset that tragically we now see emerging also in political nationalisms. He didn't name any country or politician. The message by the first American pontiff was in line with his pledges to work for unity and make the Catholic Church a symbol of peace. Israel has stopped an aid ship bound for Gaza carrying Swedish activist Greta Thunberg and others. The people on board have been detained and transported to Israel, with Thunberg asking for pressure to be put on her country to secure her release in a video on social media. The ship, launched by the Freedom Flotilla Coalition to deliver aid to Palestinians, called the boarding an assault in international waters. Israel's foreign ministry portrayed the voyage as a public relations stunt, saying in an X post that the selfie yacht of the celebrities is safely making its way to the shores of Israel. It said the activists would return to their home countries and the aid would be sent to Gaza through established channels. It circulated footage of what appeared to be Israeli military personnel handing out sandwiches and water to the activists, who were wearing orange life vests. A new Gallup poll says attitudes about abortion in the U.S. are changing. Rory O'Neill reports.
3 years after the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade, support for abortion rights is splitting along gender lines. A new Gallup survey finds 61% of women call themselves pro-choice compared to 41% of men. Is abortion morally acceptable? 57% of women said yes, 40% of men say the same. 56% of women said abortion should be legal in most circumstances. 41% of men agree. I'm Rory O'Neill.
The New Hampshire Senate has passed a pair of bills that ban most so-called gender-affirming care for minors, including banning doctors from administering puberty blockers or hormone treatments for anyone under the age of 18. The bill would allow anyone under the age of 18 who's receiving the treatments before next January to continue with them. The bills need final approval in the New Hampshire House. And that's Newsmakers for this Monday, June 9th, 2025 edition. I'm Keith Black.